Philips integrates technologies and design into people-centric solutions. They're doing some fun things and showing a lot of cool products here at IFA this year. They're Senior Vice President of Marketing for the Consumer Lifestyle Group. See, I like how they're putting that all together with Philips is Des Power. Des, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you?
Thanks, Dave. Great to be here with you.
Glad to have you with us as well. And literally, this just in, one of the new products. So those of you watching on the video podcast, and you can do it at your leisure at intotomorrow.com or graveline.com. Come by and check out all the videos from all of our guests here at IFA. We'll be able to see and experience some of these new things. For example, the item just handed to me is the Wake Up Naturally Wake Up Light. Now, one would think, okay, light generally tends to help us wake up, but this is kind of unique. Tell me about it.
This is fantastic, Dave. This is Philips launched a number of products today. This is one of them. It's called our Wake Up Light. The premise is simple. Nobody is that crazy about waking up to an aggressive sounding alarm clock, right?
Yeah.
There must be better ways to do it.
There must be, yes.
There must be. So with extensive consumer research, in fact, the fact is that the healthiest way to wake up is to wake up with the sun, wake up with the daylight. Mm-hmm. And with the Philips Wake Up Light, that's exactly what happens. So you're asleep in your dark room, and then 20 minutes before you're meant to wake up, the light levels gradually rise.
So it's not like somebody harshly opens the drapes. It's gradual.
Correct. You gently come out of your sleep, and the benefit of that is you start the day really refreshed, energized, and go do what you need to do for that day.
And can we snooze the sun?
You can do all the things you would expect, and it's really a fantastic consumer-driven innovation.
Sure. And if we need sound to help us as well, this will provide in addition to the light.
You can have a fallback, of course, to do the old traditional way.
Very cool. Now that's kind of neat, though. I mean, that's kind of innovation to make things fun. That gets into that consumer lifestyle end of things, right? It's not about just an appliance or just a consumer electronics item. Put them together. Let's make them useful.
Exactly. If you actually look at this, it's not so much about the technology. There's quite a lot of science and information as to how the body works and how the body reacts to sound, to light, to all of the senses. But it's really taking the issue of the waking up process that consumers go through every day, and then try and make that a more enjoyable and beneficial experience.
Now, along the Philips consumer lifestyle category, also introducing some new coffee makers. Now, of course, because now that the light has awakened us gently, we need that morning coffee.
Exactly. Well, this is the first year that Philips is at IFA as consumer lifestyle. In the past, we were here always, of course, as consumer electronics.
Sure.
And as consumer lifestyle, one of the concepts we're bringing is, in Europe, for example, our Senseo coffee machine has been enormously successful. So a simple way of making great coffee, over 20 million units sold. And today we announced you can now expand that to really enjoy specialty coffee, latte macchiatos, etc., but just as easy. So recent research, 77% of consumers leave home to go and get a good coffee. And now you can stay at home and enjoy it just as much.
Well, there you go. So wake up and have that at the bedside next to you in addition to your wake-up light.
It's all fallen into place.
Yes. Certainly, though, one of the big announcements is we talk about some cool products, but big announcements here at IFA have to do with your TV lineup and some cool things happening there. Tell us about Essence TV and other things that were talked about.
Yeah, with pleasure. We had Philips as a true market leader in the television space. 1 hour ago at our press conference, we announced 3 major innovations during that press conference. So the first one was, as you said, the Essence TV. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that for a second. Since the advent of flat televisions, people have had the dream of, why don't you use it just like a picture on the wall? Right? Hang it up like you would hang a picture. That hasn't really been possible up to now. They've been too heavy, they've been too big, they've had
too many cables.
All that stuff. So today Philips announced the launch of the Essence TV we will roll it out market by market beginning in Europe. And with the Essence television, it is so slim and so thin. It's only 1/3 the weight of a comparable flat television.
Cool.
And you can hang it with total ease. One single person can hang it on a wall. And the second issue that you addressed, of course, is, that's not much fun if you have 6 cables hanging down your wall, right?
So everything else just doesn't look as nice when you're seeing all the cables.
Correct. So it's really, I think, a clever solution. So we have a single cable with all the stuff you need, and any of the connectivity you can hide away in a small box down below, out of eyesight.
Excellent. And probably very easy to fish the wall with that single cable and just try to hide it a whole lot better anyway.
Yeah, to be honest with you, an untalked about problem if you're hanging a TV on the wall is it takes quite some effort to really get it straight.
And you got to buy mounts and you got to do all that nonsense. This is apparently very easy.
Yeah, we have in investigating with consumers, how do they actually approach hanging a television on the wall? We could see that there were a lot of difficulties in that process that people typically don't talk about. But with the Philips Essence TV that we launched today, we have a very simple hang mechanism. And what it means is you stick the TV on the wall. It doesn't matter if it's straight and then you can gently adjust the television with the tips of your fingers and get it just straight. And as you would a picture.
Exactly.
Back to the core idea, just a picture on the wall.
And it's not Velcro. This is science.
No, this thing isn't coming down.
And in our remaining 20 seconds, LED backlighting and Aurea, is that the other two?
Aurea 2.
Aurea.
We launched the second generation of Aurea, which is the flagship Ambilight product.
Oh, sure. Okay.
And which is the total immersive experience in Ambilight, images beyond your television.
Yeah.
And then the last one, we were thrilled that the European IFA panel announced Philips as the European LCD TV of the year. LED backlighting, just the best picture quality you can get.
Well, congrats.
Thanks a lot.
A lot of cool stuff coming from Philips. It's all about consumer lifestyle. That is certainly where we're headed into tomorrow. And Des Power, Senior Vice President of Marketing for that group. Thanks for joining us. And we've got to stay in touch because there's so many cool things to talk about.
Pleasure being with you, Dave.
By all means, Philips.com. As a matter of fact, Philips.com/IFA. Get you more information about all the cool things announced here at IFA. We're back with more from Berlin, Germany. I'm Dave Graveline. This is Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Media Network.